Hi, welcome to Help the Environment. Today I'm going to show you how to make a shoe organizer out of used cardboard boxes. Shipping material should be lightweight, easy to make, and easy to recycle. And the closest we get now to that material is cardboard. However, most of these boxes are used only once and then they are thrown away to end up in the landfill or the recycling center. And even though that might sound like a good idea, in order to recycle this material, we need energy and resources. That's why a good way to help the environment is to extend the lifespan of this material and make something else out of it. The first step to make a shoe organizer is to take measurements. Once you selected the location for your shoe organizer, you need to take the measurements of the space, specifying the depth, the length, and the height. I recommend you to make a small drawing of the space in order to specify each of the measurements in a visual way. This will help us reference whenever we are making the cuts. The next step is to make the board out of the cardboard boxes. First, you unfold the boxes. The strength of the cardboard lies in the direction of the corrugated lines. In order to make the board strong, we are going to need to align the corrugated lines of one layer going vertical and the other one with the corrugated lines going horizontal. Use non-toxic white glue to put the two layers together and let it dry. Once we've made our board, the next step is to measure and cut 4 pieces. 2 with the measurements of the height by the depth, and 2 more with the dimensions of the length by the depth. With this shoe organizer, we're going to make room for 9 pairs of shoes. Therefore, once we have our 4 pieces, we're going to divide each board in 3 equal parts. Then we're going to make 2 cuts using the same measurements of the thickness of the board. This will allow us to assemble and disassemble our shoe organizer more easily. Now that we've made our cuts, we're going to insert each of the pieces into each other in order to assemble our shoe organizer. Finally, it's time to set in place our shoe organizer. And with these simple steps, you've helped the planet by saving a few cardboard boxes from being sent to the landfill or to the recycling center after only one use.